What's up, guys? Today I'm going to show you how to change out a tire. As you can see, this one is showing cords. One of the local Facebook guys was kind enough to give me his old track rubber that's street legal. It's an old Q2, but it's a lot better shape than what the junk I have. So I'm going to show you guys how to quickly replace it in your garage. So a couple of notes on tools. First of all, you're going to need this guy. This is a $3 Motion Pro stem remover, and you use it to remove this stem that's in here to let all the air out. Next, I got this big spoon from Harbor Freight. Two little ones are from Motion Pro. I think a friend of mine gave them to me. And this bead breaker is also from Harbor Freight, and I also think a friend of mine gave it to me. If you don't have this, a $2 2x4 will work just fine. And then, of course, you need a bottle of soapy water. Ideally, if you want to protect your rims, you should also get some plastic to wedge in between the spoons and the rim. I don't really care because this is on the ZX6R, so we're just going to get to it. So the first step is you want to undo this little cap down here and let all the air out. And first you want to let it out just, the old-fashioned way, until there's basically no air left in there, and then we'll remove the stem to remove the remaining air. So stem removal is pretty straightforward. You just stick this thing in and until it locks, and then you just unscrew it just like a screwdriver. There it goes. And so there's our little stem, and you can see how it sits in there, and we're actually going to screw this guy back in when we're ready to fill the tire back up with air. So the way this tool works is basically just push down the tire and it breaks that metal bead and lets you get the spoon in there. So before we start, we're actually just going to spray down everything with soapy water, help it all smoothly and nicely slide in and out. As you can see, I got a cheater bar on here because some older tires you need. I've actually already broken this bead, so you can see what it looks like when you've done it correctly. And you can see that I can now wedge, if we spray some more goodness in there, wedge one of my tire irons in there and help pop it over the top of the lip. And then we're just going to work it around from the outside, around the outside. And so what I do is I use the big bar to actually get it up over this lip for more leverage. Then I use one of the little ones to basically lock it underneath the brake rotor. So now I don't have to worry about the tire slipping back on. Now we're actually going to use this big pry bar to just go around here in a circle and pop it off, and then we'll do the other back side. By the way, for those of you who are curious what it looks like when you use slime in your tires or some other patching aid, this is the nasty shit that you find floating around in there. There's the patch that they tried to do, and you can see what's left of it right there. So this tire is nasty. We're going to clean the wheel up and get the new tire on it. So the easiest way to reinstall it is put a bunch of these big zip ties, and you can buy a big package of them in Harbor Freight for like $2. Zip them around, studs everything up, and basically just press it onto the wheel. Sometimes you get lucky and you just step on it and it goes in there. I have to use the breaker to get it all the way on. But now you can just cut the zip ties, reinstall the stem, and reinstall the wheel. Oh, and air it up, of course. And there we go. So zip tie method to get it on. To make sure the bead seats, I just fill it up with like 75 psi and let it sit for about 10 minutes. If the bead doesn't automatically snap into place, it's alright. Just let it sit and everything will be alright. So now I just got to find a front tire, and then we will be good to go.